Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of the show. Happy Gobble Gobble Thanksgiving to everybody. And to those who actually want a full episode of the show, we're actually going to come back next week with some details on what we're going to do, what we're going to present to you, and some hardcore numbers that'll be hard hitting, both in space and on the ground. We're going to have some ground powders going to give us some information to relay to everybody here. And hopefully, if we can actually, pull them by the teeth or something, we'll get them on the show and then you can ask them questions directly. For that matter, if you have any questions you want to ask any of us directly, please feel free to do so in the comments. And yeah, you know what? Even if it's silly PvP questions like, when was Odin ever a member of Sad Pandas? And why was Sarcasm Detector such a bad leader in Sad Pandas?
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, because we were so much in Sad Pandas beforehand, right? Sarcasm detected.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Well, a Chief Research and Development Officer, what do you expect to bring to us next week on the show?
I will be playing with the brand new science ships that are coming out hopefully tomorrow with the reset of the servers or whatever they're planning to do tomorrow, but hopefully we'll have access to them tomorrow. I plan on buying all three of them, getting everything set up, setting up the fleet versions, and making videos with all three.
Ships?
Yeah, the new science ships, T6 Nebula, the first actual Romulan science ship, and the first actual Klingon science ship are coming out tomorrow.
Shut the front door. What are you
Yes, sir. I'm excited to get my hands on all three of them.
So, should I give you like a tinfoil hat? Do you believe everything being said? Conspiracy theories?
Oh, this is all confirmed, bro. The blogs are out.
Really?
It's all confirmed. Maybe you should, get your head
come
out of
around.
World of Warcraft and log into Stowe's forums every now and then. You might know some stuff.
Like actually science ships for Romulans and stuff? That's
Yes.
kind of...
And for Klingons.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm having a hard time believing that.
You know what? We'll just have to wait until tomorrow when they actually show up and Darth starts flying them around. Then people will be like, wow, hell has frozen over.
Yep, pretty much.
I mean,
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
Someone hit the devs over the head or something. I thought it was in their contract. Must not have science ships for Romulans and Klingons because whatever reason.
Trump is president, and we now have science ships for the Klingons and the Romulans. So yeah, anything's possible.
Hold on a second. Are you telling me that they have a Romulan ship that has battle cloak, singularity powers, and sensor analysis?
And a secondary deflector.
And a secondary deflector. Like an honest to God science ship for Romulans. And they've had a science ship, I'll use quotes in there before. It was, I think it's the Hanam.
Look, I understand that you're confused right now and you keep repeating yourself over and over and over and over. Just trust him. He has the correct information. He hasn't been smoking anything that we know of. But I've seen this too, and I haven't been smoking anything that I know of. And it's there. It's real.
The cake is a lie.
Yeah.
I can confirm because I got the ships ahead of time on Tribble and saw them all in their infinite glory.
Oh, those beautiful videos. Oh my God. Oh. Dude, you know what? I will say this about it. I watched all three a couple times, and the Romulan one, I don't know what it is, probably the lines plus the way you looked at them. That was just the best out of the three for me. And I like the Nebula. Don't get me wrong. I like the Nebula. It would make a hell of a good torpedo if they actually put command seating on it. And the visuals are nice. But what you did with the Romulan ship and what they've done with that Romulan design looks good.
Yeah, it is quite sexy.
Yeah, the feedback that I'm seeing in the comment section and all that is a lot of people are actually really, really happy with how the Romulan ship looks. And when I first saw it, I actually got the most reaction out of the Romulan one. I'm like, wow, like this thing is actually like really sleek. Like I am contemplating starting a Romulan science character to play through the stuff, and even a Klingon one after too. But yeah, the Nebula looks pretty badass too. It's I think it was a little bit easier for them to make the Sutherland class, because it uses a lot of parts from the Andromeda. So the deflector, the nacelles are the same nacelles as the Andromeda, just upside down. I think it's the same saucer, but looks really, really sharp. But yeah, of the three, the Romulan one looks pretty badass.
Yes.
I think that's something we might have commented on way back when I might have been doing this show for a while. But when the Andromeda came out, there were some comments about releasing a updated Nebula because, well, you know, we have the Andromeda and it's got the updated parts. Why not just make a updated science ship? So,
lo and behold, we now have one. 3, not just one, 3.
And one, they all have 5 science consoles at the fleet version instead of, the 4 and calling it a science ship.
yeah, it's
Sweet.
interesting. Are you sure they didn't just release one like factionless ship?
Oh no, it's all the same.
That'll be the Christmas event that starts up December 1st.
Ooh. We'll definitely be pulling out more information on that one as we get it. And we dive right into it too. Now, I'm sure our chief of Turkey Tactics, who isn't here right now, will come up with the most optimal way of doing things around this event and other events there as well. Plus, get your RP on. He's probably going to discuss something about that too. I'm sure.
He's probably knee deep in a turkey right now. He can't be bothered. He's in a coma.
He is a turkey. What are you talking about? Anyway,
He's probably basting it in Cheese Whiz right about now.
Shoot. He's probably thinking of glorious PvP. Yes.
Maybe he's getting fancy and putting some brie on top and letting it have meltdown.
Actually, there's one other thing now that you kind of talk about RP, but I think last week in the Tribble Notes, one addition that they did to the Intrepid interior is in the in the engineering bay. In engineering, you can go up to the upper deck of engineering, and you can go to the cargo bay and go up to like the cargo bay control room and look out to the cargo bay from there, which are pretty cool little additions. It's the little things that count to me. So I hope to see more. I hope to see more additions to like bridges like that. Actually, hell, I'd love to see a new Federation bridge interior personally, but
that actually helps with immersion. People might actually get that.
Yeah. Still
Speaking of
for
which, sorry, go on.
The interiors the new Federation interiors that they did like a year and a half, 2 years ago now. That they never actually, we just see them in a couple of missions. Those would be really nice to have as ship interiors.
Speaking of which, concerning the Intrepid, didn't you just do a video recently about that? TrekYards covered it. Was it the Intrepid class?
Yeah. Oh, that's right, because we didn't do a show last week.
Right.
So, TrekYards did a episode on the Pathfinder, and they had Thomas the Cat on there, who at the same time he released his Jace Interstellar article specifically about the Pathfinder, which gives you more information about it. TrekYards asked me to do a little bit of video work, so I did. And then I'm like, you know what? I got some of this footage. Might as well do up some more. So I did that. And then a couple of days after that, I did the video on the Archon, which actually we haven't talked about either. I think we'll get more in detail about that ship next week. But a lot of mixed feelings and the other word I want to use.
Disappointment?
Not disappointment. No.
Underwhelming?
No. Controversy and confusion around the whole T6 Sovereign release, because there's the visor version, visor, whatever, that you can only get with the WizKids promo pack, which I called about 10 different shops in Canada. One of them said they might get it. The other 9 in my area said that they don't carry it anymore because it's WizKids just isn't popular anymore. So they don't carry it. A couple of them also mentioned distribution problems trying to get it into Canada. So there's a lot of people who are complaining about that because anywhere that does sell it has been sold out and people aren't able to get this. I think it's the command variant of the T6 Sovereign.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about that too.
Yeah, whereas the Archon is the Intel version of the T6 Sovereign, which the looks are growing on me. The best visual aspect of it is the deflector by far. I think the deflector is sexy as hell. The nacelles, they're growing on me. I don't hate them, but I don't love them. And from the comments I was seeing on the video, a lot of people were of the same opinion. They don't hate it, but they don't love it. There's a lot of people who said that they just straight up hate it because it looks like a toy to them.
Looks like something out of a Buzz Lightyear kindergarten pack. I mean, seriously.
Right. So I don't mind it. It's got a sleek look. I think I got a couple angles in the video where it actually looks pretty sleek and sexy looking. Yeah, that ships out. And I think there's also a Black Friday sale coming up too, where I can
Hopefully.
I think you can expect ships to be on sale. That might exclude the new ones, though. I'm not 100% sure, but I think we'll find out tomorrow.
Hopefully.
Usually it excludes, and it's usually older ships and like the fresh, brand new one.
I'm hoping there'll be a Lobby sale on this Black Friday.
That would be good.
Oh, I will also be discussing some more on the torpedo tests. Some of the video of that has been up. There'll be others going up as well. Pretty much in short, while the FX did seem like it sped up some of the salvo torps a little bit, they still are slow as molasses. And the Kelvin torp still overtakes them when we're doing a distance of about 7.5 kilometers out and beyond. The Kelvin torp overtakes those torpedoes before impact. It's still a thing. Why? Don't know. But the Kelvin torp should be the baseline for all salvo torpedoes, and a lot of the other heavy torps should move faster. Period. Because we already have a precedent for that already, and power creep is real. Development for torps still way behind. That sort of thing. We saw some improvements here and there, but the count's still way off. So yeah, needs to be fixed. People are advocating for it. A lot of console players now are starting to look into torpedo builds. So they're going to start saying, hey, what the hell's up with this? I'm firing a damn torpedo. It's not even hitting the damn target yet. Come on.
Cisco moment number 1.
Anyway.
Angry New Yorker there.
I try not to do a Cisco moment. I'm saving a Cisco moment for moments when it actually needs Benjamin Sisko to lay down the smackdown properly. Okay, so I'm just backing off a bit. But yeah, there'll be some videos with that, and there'll be some beauty shots with the core and a full cannon build using the Nausicaan torpedo. Which brings me to the other point I'm making. Why the hell isn't there a dual heavy cannon option in the Nausicaan line?
Cisco moment 2.
That was 1, and that was a strong Cisco. Anyway, was that oversight? Was it just, we got to rush this thing out? Something. Because let me see, the resonant transphasic had a beam and a DHC option. Quantum phase had a beam and DHC option. What else was there that came out? They also had a beam and DHC option as well. No, the butterfly one actually had a core console Omni. Yeah, so that was unique in and of itself. So yeah, but it had an Omni. Didn't it have something else? No, core console and Omni. All right, but that was there with the core console Omni one. This one was the torpedo beam DHC in console. So we're missing the DHC on this one. Cough it up.
Maybe they thought it was too overpowered with that miniature plasmonic leech attached to it.
Sorry, I just couldn't help myself.
Wow. Anyway.
Because that plasmonic leech is just way too overpowered.
So why just leave it for beams and not even put a DHC option on there? Seriously. You're ruining my immersion here. I want to see more green. Give me some green pulses. I want to see, that DS9 episode where they have the Jem'Hadar and the Cardassians against the Federation and Romulans, and here comes that Klingon wave coming in with all those cannon bolts firing down. Yeah, I want that.
Pro player. Pro player.
Whatever. Whatever.
Myself.
I want that with surgical strikes coming down, raining death on people from space in a bop, firing a damn torpedo. Anyway.
Yeah. For me, you can expect me to be grumpy about something. Not sure what it is, but I'll be grumpy about something next week. Don't worry.
You can be grumpy about there not being a DHC option.
He'd be grumpy about his World of Warcraft.
Although, looking at the show notes, I think Spacebar is bent out of shape about something, so we might hear something.
He's been a little weird all week.
I think he was bent out of shape between some of these pugs who were pretty much no tries at all. Like they would literally show up in an STF and not try at all. Not try. That's
because they knew that it was him in there and they figured he could do it by himself.
Which he did. So, but still, it was just that whole attitude of either not trying or, oh my gosh, you ate too much of the pizza. Oh, wow. Come on, say something for the rest of us.
Pugs will be pugs, and pugs will be bad.
You can get good, you can spam spacebar, or you can get better and fire torps. And actually fly aggressively too.
We might have to confiscate your torps.
You could try. I'll beat you up with it, boy. I will.
It'll be too hard. I mean, they're not that fast.
This is true. This is true. This is true. Fair game. Fair game. All right.
Well, I tried to bring to him when we're caught.
Well, speaking of crazy things here, I'm sure Nib and Astro probably put out some new videos out there concerning some ground pound and go around on their little ground tours, right? I know they've been putting out some like Hive stuff and whatnot, but I'm sure they're going to wrap up the rest of the ground tour with some of the other videos and their antics. So we'll put the links in. Doing it. Yeah, we'll put the links in, and people can go watch those and be entertained. So yeah, he's doing a little thing, and he's got another thing coming out too, from what I keep hearing. So, anything else we need to do before we close up?
Oh yeah, there's something we haven't actually done in a long time, or if we've ever done it. We need to say thank you and sorry. So to all the listeners out there who've been following us for a while now, thank you very much for your support and sticking by us. We really appreciate it. And you know what? If you do enjoy what we're doing in the show, go ahead and hit that like button. That really helps us out a lot. So yeah, thank you guys for sticking with the show. We're not going away. We're coming back with more. We're really sorry about Protius, guys. What can you do? Sorry.
We're really sorry that Cam no longer plays, though, so he has no idea what's going on in the game. We have to constantly fill him in every week right before the show because he does not want to keep up, so we're sorry for that, too.
So triggered.
You know what? In his defense, though, his EPS spreadsheet is still relevant. Sad, but true.
And people still deny that EPS is a thing.
Wow.
Well, if there was more interesting content in STO, then I would come back. But, I burnt out some minor new stuff that was released, but
uses.
Stuff that I can do in an hour, and then I'm back to being.
Proc 5 can only be ran so many times before you're like, and nobody wants to run the other queues because it doesn't reward for hell. So It's like, hey guys, you want to run? No. What about no? What about no? You want to do UAA? Okay. You can only do that so many times. But you know what happens. That's what happens. We will still figure out something there. For people who this game is still new to, we'll provide you with information that'll be relevant to you. So if you have any questions out there, by all means, you know, drop a line here. We will direct you to our STO builds if they have a comprehensive piece of information out there you could find there. Or if it's something that's, you know, tailor specific that we can answer with some decent detail, we will do so ourselves. So just, you know, drop us a line. And it does not hurt to ask questions. We will direct you to resources. There are people out there who have good, relevant information, whether you're on console or on PC. And you will be able to take that knowledge and then apply it in a way that you will be able to enjoy the game and still perform well. You can do that. You can have both.
I was just going to say we should almost maybe in the new year introduce a back to basics segment where you just like take about like 15 minutes to talk about something basic that new players or somebody new to the game should know. Something relevant too.
Shoot, you know what? Here's a back to basics one for you, since you know I had to run through this when this whole grand reset came through. Go into your options. Go into what was it? Advanced, not advanced.
Controls.
What?
Controls.
And then just turn off the stupidness that would like stop you from moving whenever the text, the dialogue is going on. It's like third from the bottom. You know, turn it to on and enjoy life. And also the tab targeting bit, swap that to never stop firing. Because
tab targeting, god damn it.
Well, yeah, but still, those two things is like a huge quality of life for everybody. And I didn't realize how big a quality of life it was until I went on one of my other tunes. I'm like, why am I stopping? Why is it when I'm tabbing it, I'm not firing? What the hell is going on here? Oh,
especially in Crystalline Entity when that stupid message pops up like 3 fucking times.
Oh gosh, I want to get so triggered out.
Yeah, I think pops up a lot.
Yes. Yeah. Alan, great idea, and we just dropped the line on that. So, awesome idea. We'll go with that.
But if the listeners, if you have any ideas of something you'd like us to focus on a little bit more in these shows, I'm sure we can entertain all options. Might not be able to do them all in one show, but I'm sure we could work something out.
Yes, we had one of our Reddit gentlemen by the name Death Tukulu, who has been putting together some builds for console, and one of them was the transphasic one, which I sort of quasi-tested in one of the torpedo firing vids there, but I'm actually going to do a full-on build and run and do a performance off of that. I have part 1 of that already on the chopping block. I just need to stop being lazy after Thanksgiving and then finish up part 2 and put it together and just go. So, yeah, that'll be out.
Interesting question from Moneybags in chat. How popular the game is on the consoles compared to the PC.
I don't have any metrics on that, to be honest with you. But you know, if we're going to base off of Reddit and the forums, we did see a massive spike early on, and then you know you get your same regular customers who keep asking questions about it, and there are a couple of new faces here and there that pop up every once in a while. There's some people from PC who transferred over to console and are starting to make a name for themselves over on the console side. So,
I think there was one metric that that was released, and I might be wrong about the numbers here. And I think it was something about 1 million captains are on console now, and that's obviously combining both systems. So I think there is a lot of interest in there because there is a lot of people kind of speaking up, being like, "Hey, how come we don't have this stuff on console yet, but it's on PC?" Because right now, I still don't think they have Agents of Yesterday released to them yet. I think that's coming up probably in a couple of months. I thought it was going to be out in December. That's what I heard before, but I don't know if that got pushed or anything like that. So there is a lot of people talking about console. There's a lot of Facebook groups that are dedicated to consoles like Xbox and PS4. So yeah, there seems to be a large community out there. And I always laugh at the questions in like Reddit and other places like, so how do you RP in here? And I just laugh because Protius and I have played it on console, and yeah.
Good luck unless you want to buy a separate keyboard.
Console ESD zone chat is the best. Oh, it's so nice. It's quiet. Nobody talks because nobody can talk.
Whoa! Hold on a second. Well, you guys are really messing with me on this show today. I mean, a quiet ESD Romulan science ships. What the actual? I literally can't even right now.
His brains would explode.
The last time I was on console in ESD, all that was popping up in zone chat was those gold dots. That's it. I put out a message on there. It took me a little while. Oh fuck, lava. And I'm like, hey, how's people enjoying the game? And just fucking silence. But there's a lot of people on ESD, so I think at that time people were still trying to kind of figure out how to use the chat system and type without a keyboard, which is a little bit on the cumbersome side. So
I could imagine.
Yeah.
But you're saying about 1 million captain. How many players would that come out to? Because if it's actually 1 million players via like across the two consoles, that's more than the PC.
Well, 1 million captains. So that's probably like if somebody went in and made like 10 accounts, it's counting that. It's not counting how many people are playing. That's the only number that kind of sticks out of my mind right now in regards to console. So it might be incorrect. I could be wrong. It has happened before. I'm a video guy, not a stats guy.
Yeah, we probably have to ask certain people about those particular stats, and unsure if they would even, reply back and give us an update.
Doesn't hurt to ask, though.
It's a secret.
All right. Well, thank you very much, gentlemen, for showing up. And I wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. And to everybody out there, happy Thanksgiving. And thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned next week when we bring you actual science ships for all three factions. Sit down. Oh,
King is a lie.
and ship porn. Lots of good ship porn.
The hell do you say?
Yes, it's good stuff, I tell you. Yes, it is. Oh, so from the Chief Research and Development Officer, the Chief, who the hell? Yes, there are actually science ships out there for all three factions. No sarcasm detected at all whatsoever. And the Chief of This Is Contraband in 38 states. This is the Chief of, and we will see you all there. Gobble, gobble, and good night, folks. I got to go back to work. Ciao.
Happy Thanksgiving, folks.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Have a good night.